It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Indiana Hoosiers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Scarlet Knights offense will have the opening possession of the game. Here's Antoine Raymond. We expect he'll have his number called quite often. More than 250 yards and a touchdown in their victory last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Raymond. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Carter. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On the move, it's Raymond. Finding some room. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You gotta love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The Hoosiers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. On the ground, it's Richard. Crosses the 45. Got a little grass. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Cherry. Uncorks one. Complete to the right. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive.
Maybe some room here. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space. It's Mitchell. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Plucks it out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Trying the left side. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The Scarlet Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Inside the 10-yard line, it's shoved out of bounds at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Raymond. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Makes the grab over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The run inside. It's Richard. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Cherry. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana.
We got it. Quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. This time he wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They're going back to the ground. Picks up the first down. Oh, what a move to get room. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep It's on the scoreboard.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
To the air, it's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got him in the flat. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his big tight end. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He splits the uprights, and they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 9 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Blue Devils on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in Bloomington. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, catching up with the Scarlet Knights head coach at the half. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Makes the catch. It's Becker. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. On the run, it's Raymond. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. At the 20. He is in! Touchdown, State University of New Jersey!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
26, Indiana, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make...
Here's a little room there. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Cherry. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Running inside, it's Richard. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Absolutely center cut. The lead is now back down to 9.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. It's complete to the right. Makes the catch and he's free. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Right back to the well. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got his man down the middle. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught, and he's got room. No, he got loose.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the wideout. The sure hands, it's Becker. Stop just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some
turning it on! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. A pair of sacks has them back way up. It's 3rd and goal, and it's a long way away. Here's a heat, and down he goes. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the away team sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity.
Turning on the Jets. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. I'll try to power it in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Rutgers 32, Indiana 20.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Pulls it in. It's shot. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Hoosiers want to move quickly.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on big tight end, makes the grab, it's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. Makes a catch down the right side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 4, let's go, go!
He'll do it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Hoosiers take their 1st timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
He'll set up to throw. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running to the left. Could be an alley. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rutgers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Release to the back. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Spins away from the defense. Maybe a crease. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.